You know who it is? It's DJ Scream. It's iHeart's 105.3 The Beat. Listen, I have not one but three special guests that done popped up on me today. Dr. Diana Watley, Tonnae Nicole, Stevie Bags Jr. are here. And what brings y'all to talk to DJ Scream today? To what do I owe this honor?
Listen, shout out to DJ Scream. We appreciate you tremendously. But we are launching the first and only reality competition show for empowerment speakers. So if you think of American Idol, but for empowerment speakers, and it's the first of its kind to hit the airways, and is launching and premiering on Tubi.
So basically, what you're saying is, there'll be like there's a lot of singers and artists. There'll be a lot of uh, motivational and empowerment speakers competing for.
Yes, competing for a prize, a cash prize, an opportunity to create their own empowerment album, and a tour to be able to get on stage and show people their gift. And when I tell you, and I'll let my co-host also speak to, but when I tell you this competition brought out some of the dopest speakers in the industry, it is crazy. It's crazy.
And it's called the GOAT Empowerment Competition. How many episodes is it?
Six episodes.
Six episodes.
6 episodes.
Yeah. What? So obviously y'all come from similar walks of life, but y'all have various amounts of talents, and you could have done anything you wanted to do. Why was this so important for you guys to execute and make a reality?
Well, I think in television right now, I call it television, you see so many different things, so many different images and perspectives. And we wanted to be able to still have the drama piece to it and add more and add some inspiration to people's lives, because unfortunately, we don't always get those images, right? We see all the other things on television that show us who we're not. So we wanted to give the people a chance to come out and show their gift, but also give the viewers a chance to be able to be inspired by someone else. You have so many people that may want to be a speaker, but don't know how to get there, or not encouraged to follow their path. And so that's why this was one of the things that we wanted to do to control our narrative.
And what do you think, what's the most valuable gem that you think everybody will get from watching the show? Like, what do you think everybody will get? Because we love to have like our inspiration, you know what I'm saying, and our vitamin when we're watching, like you say, television. Sometimes you get nothing from it, but when you watch the GOAT Empowerment Competition, what do you think everybody's going to take away from it?
Yeah, I think that people will actually have the opportunity to, like you said, get that daily dose. Like, there's so many stories that were shared, and I believe that people that are tuned in will be able to relate to a lot of the stories that have been shared. Like, people are struggling. People are really going through things in their lives, and they've taken those experiences and they were willing, like more than willing and open to share that with national TV and total strangers, because they're thinking that that story may have the opportunity to help someone else. So just being able to tune in, get those stories. Some are funny, some are just unbelievable, but I think that you'll walk away feeling refreshed and you feel great and good. Like, it's a good series. We've been watching the series for a very long time, and I'm still finding things that I didn't even see, or hearing something that still touched my heart. So I think that if you're that type of person that can sit and really engage in a story, like, that's what you're going to get. It's storytelling throughout the entire series.
So I'm gonna put a bookmark real quick before we get back to our conversation. So we're talking about the GOAT Empowerment Competition, right? And I want to ask you all, who is the GOAT motivational speaker of all time? The person that I have my person too in my mind, but the person that just puts chills through your body, and that you could be having a down day, you could be having whatever type of day, but this person just gets you going. Just the sound of their voice and what they be talking about gets you going. I am very curious to know everybody's GOAT, and I'm gonna let y'all know my GOAT at the end.
We already know.
So mine is Bishop T.D. Jakes, hands down. Not just the voice.
You got it. So there it is.
When I tell you he's well versed and he's so relatable, because a lot of people, that's why I said, people say, Dr. Diana, why don't you go, why don't you preach in a church? Well, my audience ain't in a church. You have to be that type of voice that can reach people who don't know God and those that do, and bring them all the way back. So mine's hands down would be T.D. Jakes. What about yours, Stevie?
I'll say the person I pull the most from inspirationally is the late great Dick Gregory. I love his mind. I love his perspective, and I love the way he used comedy to tell the truth. And then in the later parts of his life, he used reality to tell his truth. And so I love what Dick Gregory stood for and how he evolved from being an entertainer to really edutating people until he got in the grave.
All right, I'm going for a more classic. Diana already know who I'm going to say because every time she's here, I'm listening to it. I'm more of on like a Joel Osteen sort of page. Like I like the calmness. I like the even tone. You know, I like the he just has something that attracts me is that calmness in his word and in his message, but still being able to get his point across. You know, using his emotions and using his scriptures, but just at a pace that's comfortable for me. But all of their speakers are good.
No, I want to interject. I want to interject how important it is for people to understand that you can still work together with people who have different ideologies, different people that in places and things that they like, but still get a common goal and reach a common goal collectively, right? And I think a lot of the times in the melanated community, we don't have that. It's like if we're not on the same page with every single thing, we can't even work together. So that's one of the reasons why these two sisters are so amazing and have been so amazing to work with, because just like you just heard, we don't think about inspirational speakers the same or people who empower us the same way, but we still have a common goal, and that's to use our platform and our gifts to help change the way people think, man, and just lift the veil. And so I think that has to be a bookmark as well, that people, you know, realize and recognize going into business.
Yes, agreed.
Absolutely.
Where does the GOAT Empowerment competition go? Is this something y'all gonna take on the road where there'll be more seasons? Like, where are y'all taking the whole brand?
Well,
the goal is different. Go ahead, Stevie.
No, we're looking, of course, to have more seasons. Of course, it's on Tubi right now. Y'all can go check it out. It's amazing. Please go check it out.
Actually, it's gonna be Monday. You got it on Tubi, your special Tubi, but this Monday,
this Monday.
It's Monday. Yo, Monday for y'all. We already watching it on our end, and it's amazing, man. We're so excited. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this Monday it's up, y'all. Y'all got to go check it out. It's right on Tubi. But yeah, we want more seasons, and we plan on doing tours. We plan on just making this thing as big as possible, because I think that, once again, inspiration is something that we all need during these times in the world that's so dark right now, and the projection of everything, of so many people that need healing. I think that hearing from different inspirational stories can inspire all of us. Like when we heard from the contestants, Diana and I and the other judges, and Tonnae as the host, we heard and we were inspired by their stories. And this is what we do for a living. So, you know, in order to, I think, be the greatest teacher, the more you know what you don't know. So it keeps you open to receive more information so that you can go out and give it.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And can I just say, DJ Scream, that it was such an honor. You know, you get to work with people from all walks and facets of life, but to work with people, like, we're like a family. So there are two other judges, Dr. Joe Johnson, shout out to Dr. Joe Johnson, and Rachel G, who is out of Texas. We just worked so well together, and the world would get to see professionals that love on each other. Like this is my family, DJ Scream, and I'm so excited for this opportunity. We're also excited about these contestants getting to share their stories of redemption with the world. I mean, men, please tune in, because when you see, I can't give it away, but there was some moments in this show that had even the camera people crying, where we had to take a cut because the transparency from men and Black men, it is beautiful. I mean, do not miss it. Do not miss it.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's going down Monday. Make sure you got that Tubi app so you can check out the GOAT Empowerment Competition. Final words and final gems for the people in the community out there. Everybody, just take a moment to give everybody some positivity and some gems to go about their day with.
Well, I'll say this: we don't want to miss talking about Willie Moore Jr., Kurt Vance, and the dear Bishop of New Birth. We have them as special guests on there. And so that adds a little bit more value. And I'll say this, and I'll step back. As far as inspiration is concerned, everyone's not going to resonate with your message. Everyone's not going to be able to hear and understand the things that you say. I recognize that my tribe is my vibe. And so if you're vibing like me, you're probably tribing like me. And so I want people out there to understand that everyone's not going to be able to resonate with you. Everyone's not going to be able to connect with you, right? But keep being and keep living your best life, because the best speech you'll ever give is the life you live. So peace and power on that.
I am with Stevie. Like, just to know that you are not going to be for everyone. However, that don't mean that you give up. Stay true to who you are, yourself. Like I said, we've met so many speakers. I was in the background hosting, so I met hundreds and hundreds of people. And the minute they got that no, they crumbled and fell apart. And in this life, as a speaker, you cannot crumble and you cannot fall. So just continue to be great and do the best that you can. Very simple. Go ahead, Dr. B, close us out.
Yeah. My final thought is it's important that you know what your purpose is, because we can't tell you how long and how many years we waited for this very thing to manifest. And oftentimes when you're operating outside of your purpose, you'll get frustrated and you'll quit. That's why a lot of people never made it to the finish line of their dreams, because they're operating outside their purpose. We knew that eventually this would manifest, because whenever you do good for God, God will do good for you. And so we're just excited. So if you're at a standstill in your life and you're feeling like, hey, things are not happening for me, maybe you're operating outside your purpose, because when you're operating inside your purpose, it don't matter if it takes 20 years, you're going to stand in that thing and you're going to stand boldly in it, because you already know it's yours for the taking.
Hey,
Thank you all so
you
much.
need a podcast. You just got me worked up. You need a podcast, Dr. Watley.
It's coming. Outfit for the inside. It's coming.
No, facts.
Tonnae Nicole,
I got to give
coming.
a shout out stream to one of our executive producers on here.
Yes.
Delapo and Ricky Tola.
Yes.
Thank you, my brother, for his, coming in and seeing the vision and putting down real energy called money to help us do this. So shout out to Delapo as well.
Absolutely.
Shout out.
Hey man, y'all need to have us on
Delapo.
Big Facts. Nah, hey Stream, y'all need to have us on Big Facts if you want to hear some
ready.
Big Facts.
I just told her we got to do something in person. So me and Bank been working on. We all about the inspiration. So we working on a couple big things. We're gonna keep y'all posted.
And I grew up with Jay. Jay, auntie, and my aunt are best friends. We're best friends.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's all family. Listen, I appreciate y'all time. I look forward to watching the show, myself. I got my Tubi app ready, loaded. It's going down this Monday, the GOAT Empowerment Competition. It's DJ Scream. It's iHearts 105.3 The Beat. Salute to y'all.
All right. Thanks, DJ Scream.